Guardians of the Galaxy Issue 1 heads to Elsion 3, a Kree colony, where Cleaver talks with his son about the dreams he's been having, reassuring him that the Imperium have called for a ceasefire so they are completely safe, and once he gets home from work, they will use the Psyche Visualizer to look at the dreams. Leaving home, Clee heads to work under the watchful eye of the Supreme Intelligence, meeting with a friend in a park and telling him he's going to do some telepathic negotiation with the local flora. He tells his friend about the dreams his son has been having, but the Kree scoffs at the idea of the Imperium attacking, since if they were real Kree, they would be following the true Supreme Intelligence here, instead of delusions of a new powerful emperor who they have been allying themselves with. Clee says that they are not soldiers, and even if there was a civil war to start, their duties would be far away from here, so right now they are as safe as they can be. Not long after, the city is burnt to the ground by a powerful cloaked being who says that the time for calm is over and nowhere is safe now. On Halfworld, the Guardians all sit down for dinner, but the suit-wearing Rocket says that he's not eating the turkey since it's weird, but Peter says that he looks weird in that suit. Phyla says that he looks like a style icon, as Drax reminds Peter not to call Rocket a raccoon since he doesn't like it. However, Rocket doesn't really care since he's kind of a raccoon-like individual anyway. Drax points out that Rocket's surgery recently has broken his mind, but Rocket says that he's just happy now. Peter goes to see how Gamora is doing on the grill, learning she agrees with Rocket about the weird turkey. Peter says that he wants to do this forever, just be there with them, but their time off is cut short by the arrival of Richard Rider, who needs the Guardians' help. Going inside, he shows the team information of rogue Olympian gods from Earth, who have all gone through some cosmic death and rebirth situation and woken up cranky. Richard says that the game Zeus is playing is an old one, and according to the survivors of his wrath, his people arrive out of nowhere and wipe everything clean like a hurricane, taking tribute in blood and treasure, which is all to fuel the floating city of New Olympus. Richard would usually send in the Nova Corps, but after they were all massacred by the Universal Church recently, it's only him and Sam left. Phyla and Moondragon want to help, but Gamora tells him that they aren't going to, since they aren't like Phyla and Moon, who are in the superhero universe and can fight on forever. Rocket wants to help, and Groot says that he is confused since he thought Rocket wanted to live now that he is free from his sickness. Gamora is sick of everything they've gone through lately, one thing after another, and they aren't a suicide unit waiting for the next mission. She says they aren't a team, they are a family, and they need to be left at that. Richard understands and says he'll only take Phyla and Moondragon, since the Guardians have done much for the galaxy and now they have earned their rest. Later that night, Peter has a dream of the Master of the Sun, who tells him that he was selected to be a Star-Lord, a rare opportunity that he should not squander. The Master asks if Peter feels like his life is wrong now, so getting up, Peter dresses and heads out to a shuttle, finding Rocket is waiting for him, saying that Peter has been easy to read since the day they met. Boarding the ship, Rocket says that it's the good old days again with him, Peter, and Groot. However, Groot doesn't seem to remember anything of the good old days, so Peter is now his oldest friend. Peter hopes that he isn't going to do this for the sake of the old days, but Rocket says that he's doing it for the same reason Peter is, since it's hard to get some sleep nowadays. As they head into hyperspace, Peter leaves a message for Gamora, making Rocket disappointed that he would use text to apologize, telling him that he should at least use video. He tells Peter to take off his helmet, but Peter reveals that he's using the mask to fly the ship remotely, making Rocket groan about how he won't take it off so he doesn't have to look Gamora in the eye. Peter knows that Gamora was right about the Guardians not going on forever, but Rocket knows that someone's got to do this, and they are Ranger Rocket and the legendary Star-Lord, and no one is as awesome as they are. At the Rock, Richard Rider's team assembles, made up of Moondragon, Phyla-Vell, Marvel Boy, Peter, and Rocket. The team wonder if that's all of the team there is, wondering where the Silver Surfer or Beta Ray Bill or the Fantastic Four are, so Richard tells them that he did put a team together of them, but he used them to deal with the resurgence of the Cancerverse. He tells Peter about how he fought with Annihilus and died, but was brought back to life by Annihilus, and everyone involved is still recovering from the event, so this is all that is left to fight. Things are even worse as the Imperium is now under new control. The Skrulls are blowing up suns across across the galaxy, and the Shi'ar royals are trying to replace Gladiator now with some kid. Richard sits down, saying that if someone doesn't stop this, then they will all win. But there's nobody left, so it's either up to them or nobody. Peter agrees to help, and Rocket looks over the briefing, noting how New Olympus slides into their reality when it attacks and then slides out into another dimension when it's finished, meaning they know where it will strike next, and if they pin it down, they can take it out. Phyla knows that she can locate them, and Rocket knows that if they hit the dimension rotor in the city, they can cripple it and keep it in their dimension. He wants to know about Marvel Boy's pocket battlefield, since he wants Marvel Boy to use it to create a black hole singularity to destroy the city. With the bones of a plan in place, the team begin the first step, a distraction, where Phyla and Nova confront Zeus, intending on arresting him. Zeus balks at the idea of the Lawkeepers, since he is the Lord of the Age, and the Age of Laws is over. He powers up as Nova and Phyla attack Zeus and his children. While they battle, Moondragon cloaks the rest of the team as they sneak aboard New Olympus. As they land, Peter reads that only 4 of the gods remain in the city: Hermes, Artemis, Athena, and Hephaestus, the metalsmith of the gods. Knowing the gods will soon discover them, the team track the rotor's energy signature, finding 2 energy sources. Marvel Boy and Moondragon head off to find the big power source, as Peter says that he'll go and infiltrate the Citadel for the smaller power source, while Rocket guards the ship. Moondragon cloaks their movements, but soon Artemis smells them out, sending Hermes, the god of boundaries, out after them. The god finds them in an instant, and Zeus is alerted, angered that someone dares trespass in his city. Phyla takes the opportunity to grab the distracted god, but the powerful being strikes her with his lightning. Nova contacts the team, telling them their camouflage is down, but Peter is well aware, being pinned down by energy blasts from the gods. As the ship is overrun by the gods' soldiers, Moondragon is defeated by Hermes, who attacks her mind. Marvel Boy, however, blasts the god in the face with an energy cannon, helping his fellow teammate up and telling her that they need to keep moving. The teams continue to fight on, but soon Hephaestus learns of the singularity bomb Marvel Boy is planning on using on the rotor, telling his children to get it for him. Zeus soon defeats Nova as Marvel Boy calls for backup, but Rocket is busy dealing with an army of robots that are infesting the ship to do anything. He calls for Nova, but Richard is busy being choked by Zeus. Moondragon and Marvel Boy continue to move through the city, and Marvel Boy knows that it is hopeless. However, a voice says that it's never hopeless and there is always hope. Marvel Boy asks who that is, as the captured Hercules introduces himself, telling the heroes that everything is going to be okay since he's there to help. Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1 was a great new beginning for the team, as well as a fantastic continuation of where Donny Cates' run on the book ended. You would not believe how happy I am to see Jim Zub pick up the plotline left over from Avengers No Road Home, with the Olympian gods now being reborn as villains. It's a story I've been waiting to see get told since that book ended, and it looks like it was well worth the wait. The idea as well that the Guardians are sick of having to always come out and save the universe and just want to be a family is a fun one, and I'm looking forward to getting to see more of Gamora and Peter this time round, especially after the last run didn't particularly focus on them quite as much as I would have hoped. All in all, it's a great book and it's off to a great start, and I'm fully invested. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10.